Remember how I said that Trump and Elon Musk were getting on a call? I was wrong. We're going to go into the latest on Trump and Elon Musk's relationship. I think Trump's moving on without him. At least that's where it's at today. And we do hope and pray they get back together. But I think a lot of water went under the bridge. So we're going to start here. Wait. Welcome to Doug in Exile. Okay, now we're going to start here. This is Elon Musk's original tweet. Okay, this is breaking. Musk claims Trump is in the Epstein files. And the latest one is that Musk deletes his tweet claiming Trump was in the Epstein files. So he is doing some maintenance, reputation repair, maybe. Musk is taking it back. He hasn't formally made a statement about it. And this is kind of the biggest problem with Elon Musk. You can't make that implication about the president, but especially about a friend in public, and then expect it to go away. He actually, even if he retracts the tweet, Elon Musk, because he performed a public sin against Trump, he needs to publicly first retract that statement to the public. That's how I think people should do it. And then you try and call Trump. So first, he needs a huge mea culpa. I was wrong. I did him wrong. I completely take it back. It's not communication if you just delete a tweet. That's not enough. Now, we're going to go into where they're at. Here's Trump tells CNN he's not even thinking about Elon and won't speak to him for a while. So this looks like Elon Musk wants to talk to Trump, and Trump is not returning the call. President Donald Trump told CNN on Friday, that's yesterday, he's not even thinking about billionaire Elon Musk and won't be speaking to him in the near future. I'm not even thinking about Elon. He's got a problem. The poorest guy's got a problem, he said in a brief phone call. Okay, so this is late breaking, but this story just came in from the Washington Post. Scott Bissett said, "You're a fraud," to Elon Musk, allegedly. "You're a total fraud," to Elon Musk. This is something Steve Bannon said in an interview. Steve Bannon hates Elon Musk. Musk then rammed his shoulder into Besant's rib cage like a rugby player, Bannon said, and Besant hit him back. Multiple people stepped in to break up the scrum as the two men reached the National Security Advisor's office, and Musk was shuffled out of the West Wing. President Trump heard about it and said, "This is too much." That's according to Bannon. Here's someone else. Much of this story is true. Elon also tried to get into a physical altercation with Marco Rubio as well. The part that is false in the story is that Scott never laid a hand on Elon, and he never called him a fraud. I've been saying this for days. It's well documented that the majority of Trump's cabinet could not stand Elon Musk, especially Marco Rubio. Elon was erratic, unstable, unpredictable, rude, and disrespectful and combative. It's all well documented that Trump's cabinet was ecstatic on Elon's last day. I'm more worried about what it does to my party, to the MAGA movement, to the country. I think it's bad for us. Trump said Thursday he was very disappointed with the tech billionaire for criticizing the massive tax spending cuts, while Musk fired back Trump would have lost the election without him. You know, Trump has hung out with Musk enough to know that he is autistic. He's awkward. There is something a little bit off about the guy. I'm not joking when I say he's autistic. He has literally said so. It's why he's a genius. It's why all his businesses work. He can perfectly focus on his business. He doesn't have a lot of social life. He's very driven and perfectly focused. So it's the strength of Elon Musk is his autism. However, he is not good at and Trump was very much like a father figure to him, and maybe he's going out on his own. But remember, Elon Musk's rise is actually very short in politics. It wasn't until after Trump took a bullet that he even became a Republican. Before that, he voted for Biden. Before that, he voted for Obama. So he's very new to conservatism, and then he's very new to politics. And politics, can you imagine? He's hanging out with Trump and Mike Johnson. Mike Johnson is old school politics. Okay, he knows. So is Trump. They know how to navigate. They're used to seeing how terrible it is that the sausage is made. And Elon Musk got an eyeful with this big, beautiful bill. I think his eyes bulge out of his head. He's used to being a CEO, and you go in and you cut 48,000 or whatever employees at Twitter. If it's inefficient, he'd cut them. He did. And you go in and you have your guys go in and lock down servers. That is not the way the US government works, unfortunately, but it's a feature and a bug. The bug part of it is it's slow. You don't get your way. A boss, even the boss, Trump, the big executive, can't go in and always get his way. It is made to be to have all these representatives, these leadership, including half of them being Democrats who represent the Democrats in the country, having a say. It goes slow. It's votes. It's all compromised to be able to represent us. That's what the founders designed. And so our complaint is often with them and not even the way politics work. So Elon Musk just seems really frustrated with that whole idea. And we're just like, look, I put in 120 hours a week. The guy practically killed himself doing Doge with all of his people. And then to see that big, beautiful bill come in and negate many of his cuts, his $180 billion in cuts in one bill. And he's going, Trump, where are you at? And Trump's like, hey, I need a win, So that's where we're at right now. And again, I just can't emphasize this enough for the people that keep thinking this is 4D chess and this is a fake thing. I don't think it is. I woke up in the middle of the night last night. I did remember the Coen Brothers movie, The Hudsucker Proxy, where they try and drive a company stock down so that the owners of it can go in and buy more of it cheap. Maybe he's doing that with Tesla, knowing that Tesla's going to blow up and he might want to own a bigger percentage of the company to go cheap. I just don't think he would screw over a friend publicly in that. Trump is legitimately hurt. I can read people. It's not fake. It's not 4D chess. It's not all that stuff. I just think that's a wrong take. Okay. I'm not thinking about Elon, Trump says. He doesn't have any plans to talk to Musk. President Trump said on Friday he has no plans to speak to the billionaire. No, I don't have any plans, he said. I'm not thinking about Elon. I just wish him well, he said on Air Force One. And I do believe that. I think they care about each other. I just think Trump is watching his little underling go a little nuts in public. And Elon Musk, he takes ketamine. He's a ketamine addict. He's a drug addict. He works round the clock. And I know what it's like to work like for 3 years on VeggieTales. By the second season, I was like, just like I was an idiot. The stress gets to you. Your dopamine spikes and then crashes. And I was just like, I was totally prone to like explosive laughter and explosive crying. I noticed during that year, just the stress wrecked me. It's why I'm so happy YouTube gave me this channel back. It just makes things so much more relaxed and easy to not have to hide. And, the stress was terrible. So the reason why I brought this article up is this has an official response from the White House. White House Chief of Staff, Susie Wiles, told NBC News earlier in the day that Trump wouldn't hold a call on Friday with Musk. Here's the quote. There are no plans for that today, Wiles said when asked about reporting by Politico that White House aides scheduled a call Friday with Musk to try to patch things up between the two men. Trump is not interested in a call with them at this time. So that's all the quote that we have. I think it looks like Trump's staff, knowing that Elon Musk has a lot of credibility with Trump, probably tried to set the call up. And then Trump just said, no, he was dealing with China. He was dealing with all of these other trade things, taking care of America. He doesn't have time for the drama, is what it sounds like. Here's The Guardian now. Trump says Elon Musk has lost his mind. and dismisses the peace offering. Trump says he's not particularly interested in the call. Trump has accused Elon Musk of losing his mind as the dramatic breakdown between America's most powerful person and the world's richest person escalated into a full-blown feud. Here's the actual quote. This says, this is just going back into the Epstein file stuff. But I do agree with Trump that Elon Musk did lose his mind. Here's ABC News. Trump tells ABC Musk lost his mind as CEO's dad, Elon Musk's dad, wants to make sure it fizzles out. In a phone interview Friday, hours after his blistering exchange with Musk, President Trump sounded remarkably unconcerned about their feud, as if it weren't even the most interesting thing to happen on Thursday. Yeah, there's world events going on, guys. When he answered a phone call Friday morning before 7 a.m., ABC News asked him about reports that he had a scheduled call with Musk. You mean the man who lost his mind? He asked, saying he was not interested. Okay, he lost his mind. Let me find the part about his dad in here. Here's what Trump's working on. Trump then talked for a couple of minutes about other things, referring to inflation down, foreign investment up, and his plans to visit to China huge. Speaking to Al Arabia English from Delhi Airport Lounge, Musk's father, Errol Musk, said he urged his tech billionaire son to end the feud. I haven't spoken to him, but I did send him a message, telling him to make sure this fizzles out, he said, before saying who he thinks will come out of the battle victorious. Trump, of course, will prevail because he has been voted in by the majority of the people in America. And then Elder Musk blamed a great deal of stress for his son's actions on Thursday. Now, I agree with that assessment that Elon Musk is going through a lot of stress. I think he seems very emotionally upset. But that still isn't an excuse. You still have to apologize for that tweet. Okay, now here's Elon Musk. This is a really bad move, too, on his part. He has this poll. Is it time to create a new political party in America that actually represents 80% of the middle? And 80% said yes. Here's Scott Pressler. Respectfully, my answer is no. A third party would split the votes and Democrats would win everything. And here's Andrew Yang. He's another lefty tech billionaire working on it. See, this is only happy to atheistic libertarian tech billionaires want this. Also known as Democrats. Rich Democrats want this. They want to split our party. By the way, there's already a third party called the Libertarian Party. There's a fourth party called the Green Party. And now he's talking about a fifth party to further splice up, hopefully, the Democrats and not the Republicans. And then here's some of his brilliant tech. This is his Starlink Mini. Is compact and connects to high-speed internet in minutes. So there it is, the size of a banana. You can put this in your backpack out in the woods, hook your cell phone up to it, and directly connect to a satellite, and you have internet. So he's connecting the entire world to the internet through these little backpack devices. You can be on a sailing ship in the middle of the ocean. You don't have to worry about internet blackouts, that if I walk 14 feet that way in my house, I'll lose internet connection. So I might need to get a Starlink. However, that comes with a qualifier to me. And this is my beef. Now it's bigger. My beef with Elon Musk is, even if he and Trump become friends again, and I hope they do, I just don't trust him. And here's why. So here he is saying, so this was the president was threatening stuff about their government contracts. And then Elon Musk says, good advice down here. Okay, we won't decommission Dragon when someone talks him down from it, because Elon Musk's original statement was, in light of the president's statement about cancellation of my government contract, SpaceX will begin decommissioning its Dragon spacecraft immediately. Now, just imagine all the employees of that spacecraft that work for Elon Musk. He basically said in a flip tantrum, stressed out tantrum, you're all fired. You're all going to lose your job. We're going to stop making the Dragon rocket ship. Well, then right below, I don't know, an hour later, someone tells him, hey, cool off. And he says, good advice. Okay, we won't decommission Dragon. Now, this is what scares me. Um, if Elon Musk is in control of an entire fleet of electric cars and robots in my house that I love and my internet connection, what if he just told the whole world, you know what? Screw you. I'm turning off all of Starlink. I'm decommissioning Starlink. And now everyone in Africa loses their internet connection. That's my beef with Musk now. I don't trust him. As a business person in charge, it's my same beef with AI and with Facebook and with internet connection. I want to trust our providers that if I say the wrong thing, or even if I lose friendship with you, are you going to turn off my services? Now, I'm a public comic book artist and animator, and I never would say, you know what? You're in the other party. You're for gay rights. So I'm not sending you this book. I'm going to refund your money or whatever, or not give you your book. I would never do that. A big part of my job, even here on YouTube, is to be public. And that means public access. And you allow people to say things you disagree with in the comment section. Elon Musk threw a tantrum and was ready to turn off the Dragon rocket over Trump saying he could decommission it. So I don't like, this is the part of personal side of stuff that I think is really ugly. Now, going forward, here's from Business Insider how nasty feud between Trump and Musk unfolded minute by minute. They have the whole play by play. I don't need to go over the whole thing. I just think these guys need to get along for America. I just want peace. Okay. So, but I don't want to pressure Trump into getting back with Elon Musk until Elon Musk makes a public apology. I just think, and even though I know it's awkward, I don't want to ever apologize, but this was played out in public. You don't say someone went to Epstein Island and make all those accusations and then also say, oh, I'm the reason why you became president, and we should impeach President Trump and replace him with JD Vance. Okay. You don't say that stuff and then say, hey, can we be friends again? Because even if you're friends again, Trump's always going to know that in the tough times, within 8 months of you starting your friendship, this can suddenly, he might be accusing you of being a predator of some kind. So that's where we're at now. I'm still hopeful these guys are going to get back together. I think Elon Musk is going to figure it out. But in the meanwhile, I will keep you guys posted. I'm Doug in Exile. I hope you'll subscribe.